So string is a very common data type in Python, and we have already seen B we defined in the very beginning of this notebook, and I can just print the B variable, and we can see the type of B is string. So we will start with this variable, and here you can see when I do B dot tab, then there are so many options available. This is like suggestions for me to use these functions. These are like inbuilt functions for the string. And let's say I want to use a function which is like upper, right? So when I use that function upper, then it will convert this string into uppercase. And instead of having this, now I have this is another variable demo. So similarly, we have functions like we have split method, which is very common. So I will start using that function now. So in the split method, first of all, I will execute it and I will show you how it looks like. So this is a string. This is a string B, and this split method is actually working on this particular variable, and it is splitting into various words, and you can see it is splitting based on the space as a delimiter. But in case, let's say we have another variable, let's say C, I'm reinitializing C with, this is another demo, but I'm changing the delimiter to colon. So when I change the delimiter to colon, then you can see I can run this and I can say C dot split, and here I can use colon and I can run it. So you can see the result is same even though the delimiter is different. So I just need to pass that delimiter to the split method, then it is able to figure out various words in this particular string. So now when we are using split methods, actually we are getting a list, and these are list of words. So we are having like organized structured form now, because we can refer these things by index. So what we did right now, our string is unstructured. This one is also unstructured. Our string is unstructured, but we tried to figure out some pattern in our data by using a delimiter. So here we explicitly use a delimiter colon. So this is unstructured because strings are unstructured, but we are looking for some structure in the string. So structure in the string is colon. So using colon, I am able to split the data and I am getting structured data. And list is considered structured because you can refer this list. Let's say I assign this L equals to this and I run this again, and I can say type of L, even though we will be covering this list in compound types, but I just started the discussion and I want to show you like list is very much structured because I can refer this by index and it starts with 0. So 0th index will be this, first index will be is, second index will be another, third index is variable, and fourth index is demo. So you can see we got another here because it is second index, and if I just change it to 0, then it will be first one. So like that you can play with this. So now if you are okay with this, you got the idea like what exactly is happening. So we have so many other options in string. Let's say I define another string and this one is having some non-printable character. So let's say I have /t. So if you have like this, and if I print d, then it is showing me like this, but I want to show you /t as a tab. So what I will do, I will use print and I will say d. Now it is showing me as a tab. So this is another important thing to notice, that whenever you want this tab or new line character or carry as return, so there are so many other non-printable characters that you want to use literally, then you have to basically use print statement so that it is identified properly and it is parsed and printed accordingly. Yeah, so now we saw some structured data as such, like even though I was saying string is unstructured, but we are able to find some structure very easily by using colon. But let's say we have data when data is semi-structured. So this is a common production problem. Like these days you will find even in CSV files. Let's say we have a CSV file. So I will be covering semi-structured data introduction in a next lecture, and then after that I will be coming back here. Once we are done with the whiteboarding, then I will come back here and then I will show you how do we work with semi-structured data. So let's see the introduction to semi-structured data and then I will come back here.